Hello friends, welcome again to the world of project management and third session on estimate cost process in project cost management knowledge area. Let's quickly move to our agenda for today's session that we are going to discuss on estimate cost process. Before going to define estimate cost, need to think what cost should you estimate for a project. It's so simple. You need to estimate the cost of all the efforts to complete the project. This may include the cost directly associated with the project or indirect cost. Direct cost associated includes the labor, equipment, materials and training for the project, and also it includes the cost of quality efforts, risk efforts, cost of project management activities, expenses for physical offices spaces, overhead costs such as the management salaries and the general office expenses. These are the direct cost. Okay, so we understand the cost associated with the project. That is, there are several ways to look at the cost when creating an estimate. A cost can be either a variable or fixed cost. Variable costs change with the amount of production or the amount of work. Example, cost of material, supplies and wages. Whereas the fixed costs do not change as production changes. Example, cost of setup, rent, utilities, etc. And also let's discuss a cost can be either direct or indirect cost, which I mentioned in the starting, that direct costs are directly attributed to the work on the project. Examples, the team wages, team travel, recognition expenses, cost of material used, etc. And coming to the indirect cost are overhead items or cost incurred for the benefit or more than one project. Hope you understand. Let's give an example. It includes the fringe benefits or janitorial services that are indirect cost. Hope you understand the types of cost associated with the project before discussing what is estimate cost. Okay, let's discuss what is estimate cost, its definition and its ITTOs, that is inputs, tools and techniques, outputs. Let's start with the definition first. It is the process of developing an approximation of the cost of the resources needed to complete the project work. It's so simple. The key benefit of this process is that it determines the monetary resources required for the project. Hope you now understand what is this process refers to. Let's move to the ITTOs of this estimate cost process. In inputs, we have the project management plan, which consisting of the cost management plan, quality management plan, scope baseline. Moving to the project documents. Input, we have lessons learned register, project schedule, resource requirements, risk register. And inputs, we have the enterprise environmental factors, EFs and OPS, that is organizational process assets. Moving to the tools and techniques, we have the expert judgment, analogous estimating, parametric estimating, bottom-up estimating, three-point estimating, and we have the data analysis, which consisting of the alternative analysis, reserve analysis, cost of quality. And also we have in the tools and techniques the PMIS, that is project management information system, and we have the last, decision making, which includes the voting concept. And moving to the outputs, we have the cost estimates, basis of estimates and the project document updates. Here the project document updates includes the assumption log, lessons learned registered and the risk register. Okay, fine. Let's discuss this ITTOs in more detail, starting with first inputs. That is, with the project management plan, which includes the cost management plan, quality management plan and the scope baseline. Here this plan, developed in the plan cost management process, documents the method you will use to estimate the cost as well as the levels of accuracy and precision required for estimates. Whereas the quality management plan refers here, it outlines all the activities the team must perform in order to achieve the expected level of quality. Moving to the next, the scope baseline. As you know, scope baseline is a WBS dictionary and the project scope statement. To create a cost estimate, you need to know the details of what project and product scope you are estimating, which includes knowing what is out of scope and what cost constraints related have been placed on the project scope. Okay, this is about the project management plan input. Let's move to the next input, project documents, in which we have the lessons learned register, project schedule, resource requirements and the risk register. Starting with the lessons learned register. Here the lessons learned register from the estimates made in the earlier phases of the current project should be documented in the project lesson learned register to be used for the later phases. Also, the historical lessons learned estimates from the previous similar projects can also be used, and by this we can create more accurate estimates for the remaining parts of the project. Moving to the project schedule, which includes the list of activities, resources needed to complete the work, and information about when the work will occur. Here we need to make a note one point that the reason behind requiring a schedule before coming up with a budget is timing. When you busy, something may affect its cost. Let's explain with an example here. The price of equipment or material cost may vary due to the factors such as availability, seasonal pricing fluctuations, or any new model releases in the market, and also it relates to the cost human resources. That is, it's based on the availability, cost may vary, etc. So to overcome these type of issues, we have to develop a time-facing spending plan to monitor and control the project expenditures. Hope you clearly understand about this important input. Moving to the next input, the resource requirements. In this resource requirements, resource management plan contains the human resource details required on the project as well as the other resources. Example, the materials, equipment, which are necessarily required to complete the each act. Fine, let's move to the next input, the project documents, which consisting of the risk register. This risk register provides detailed information that can be used to estimate the cost, and also it contains the details of individual project risks that have been identified and prioritized for which the risk responses are required. Let's move to the next input, EF, enterprise environmental factors, which consisting of the market conditions, published commercial information, and exchange rates and inflation. Market conditions here describes what products, services, and results are available in the market, from whom, and under terms and conditions. And coming to the published commercial information, here resources cost rate information and published seller prices list are available, by which we can track the skills and human resources cost and provides a standard cost for material and equipment. Fine, let's move to the organizational process assets, the next input, which consisting of the policies and historical records related to the estimating, templates, processes, procedures, lessons learned, and the historical information. So if you understand all the inputs of this estimate cost, let's move to the tools and techniques for this. Starting with first, expert judgment. Expertise should be considered here from each individual or groups of individuals with a specialized training or knowledge. That is, we can get the information from the previous similar projects also, information in the industry, discipline, and from different application areas, and also from different cost estimation methods. Okay, fine. Let's move to the next tool and technique. How estimating is done with the different estimating techniques, starting with the analogous estimating. This estimating uses values or attributes of a previous project that are similar to the current project. It's so simple here. Here the attributes may include the scope, cost, budget, time, and measures of scale. This all can be used to reference to the current project. Okay, moving to the next estimating technique, parametric estimating. Here, this estimating uses a statistical relationship between the relevant historical data and other variables to calculate a cost estimate for the project work. Here, the variables includes, let's give an example, square footage. Square footage in construction project. This technique provides a high level of accuracy depending on the underlying data built into the model. Okay, moving to the next estimating technique, bottom-up estimating. This estimating is a method of estimating a component of work. In this, the cost of individual work packages or activities is estimated to the greatest level of the specified detail. That is, the detailed cost is then summarized or rolled up to the higher levels for subsequent reporting and tracking purposes. Okay, moving to the next estimating technique, 3-point estimating technique. Referring to the slide, the accuracy of single point cost estimates may be improved by considering estimation uncertainty and risk. Using 3 estimates, that is, we have most likely, optimistic, and pessimistic. Most likely, the cost of the activity based on the realistic effort assessment for the required work and on predicted expenses. Moving to optimistic, is the cost based on analysis of the best scenario for the activity. Moving to pessimistic, is the cost based on analysis of the worst case scenario for the activity. And also, depending on the 3 distribution values and ranges of 3 estimates, we have triangular distribution for estimates cost and beta distribution. Triangular distribution calculates as C is equal to CO plus CM plus C divided by 3. And beta distribution is calculated as C is equal to CO plus 4CM plus CP divided by 6. And also we have the standard deviation, which is equal to P minus O divided by 6. Hope you understand about 3-point estimating. Let's move to the next tool and technique, data analysis, which consisting of alternative analysis, reserve analysis and cost of quality for estimating the cost. First, what is alternative analysis? We will discuss. It's simply defined as the cost of various ways to accomplish the work that could be make or buy analysis or other types of analysis. Going to the next data analysis technique, reserve analysis. Here, a proper project management requires the use of reserves to cover the schedule, cost and other areas of risk in a project estimate. Hope you remember how we have discussed in the schedule management. Reserve analysis involves identifying which activities on the project having significant risk and determining how much time and money to set aside to account those risks. In this case, we know we have the contingency reserves and the management reserves. Contingency reserves is known for the known risk, which are specially identified risk, and the management reserves are used to accommodate unknown and identified risk. Okay, fine. Hope you understand these two data analysis techniques. Let's move to the third technique of this data analysis, that is cost of quality. The cost of quality added to the project to accommodate quality efforts, which should be included in the project estimate, etc. Hope you understand all these three data analysis techniques. Let's move to the next tool and technique, PMIS. PMIS, which includes the spreadsheets, simulation, software, statistical analysis tools, which used for cost estimating, etc. Moving to the next technique, we have decision making. Here we have a few decision making techniques: voting, brainstorming, nominal group technique, in which voting is the key technique here, which is an assessment process having multiple alternatives with an unexpected outcome in form of the future actions. These are all techniques used for engaging the team members to improve the estimate accuracy and commitment to the emerging estimates. Hope you understand all the tools and techniques of this estimate cost. Let's move to the outputs of the estimate cost, starting with cost estimates. Cost estimates includes the quantitative assessments of the probable cost required to complete the work, which includes the contingency and the management reserves to account for identified and unidentified work, such as the direct labor, materials, equipment, services, facilities, IT, or any special categories like the cost of financing or exchange rates, etc. Moving to the next output, basis of estimates. Here the amount and type of additional details supporting the cost estimate vary by application area, and also the supporting documentation should provide a clear and complete understanding of how the cost estimates were derived. Here we need to understand the accuracy of estimates, which can be derived by ROM or budget estimate or definitive estimate. Referring to the slides, we have a rough order of magnitude ROM, which usually checks in initiating phase, ranges varies from -25% to +75% accuracy, and also budget estimate, which is in planning phase, range varies from -10% to the +25% of accuracy, and definitive estimate, which occurs later, which ranges varies from -5% to +10% or -10% of accuracy. Hope you understand the accuracy of estimates. Let's move to the next output, project document updates, which consisting of the assumption log, lessons learned registered and the risk registered. In the assumption log, during the cost estimates process, all the new assumptions include any new constraints may be identified or existing assumptions or constraints may be updated or changed. Moving to the next output, lessons learned registered. This can be updated with techniques that are efficient and effective in developing the cost estimates. Moving to the last thing, that is risk registered. This may be updated when appropriate risk responses are selected and agreed upon during estimate cost process. Okay, so hope you understand all the outputs of this process. This completes all the ITTOs of estimate cost. This completes the session, and in the next video, I am going to discuss on determining the budget process in the project cost management knowledge area in more detail. Thank you guys. If you like this video, kindly subscribe it and send your feedback provided on the email given below. Let's discuss more detail on this next process. Bye for now. Please subscribe my channel. It's your Anil Kumar Dharam.